In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with citations and how to build a works cited page. Now I've opened up the sample report Technology for Law Enforcement file. And if you scroll through this file, you'll see that it's just a basic research paper. Now when I do any kind of professional writing, I like to find all of my sources first. And then I go into my writing tool, in this case, Microsoft Word, and I insert my sources. And that way, when I'm ready to use them in my writing as an in-text citation, it's all ready for me to go. Now, before we get into working with citations, I want to talk a little bit about writing styles. We're going to be using the MLA writing style for this lesson. Now, MLA stands for the Modern Language Association. And this is a group that decides the rules for professional writing. Now, when I say rules, I'm talking about formatting rules like font style, font size, line spacing, margins. And there are even specific rules for creating parts of the document like citations and your works cited page. So it's important that if you're working with a specific writing style, you go to the References tab, and in the Style area, you click the drop arrow and choose your writing style. I've selected MLA. Now, I like to enter all my sources first so that when I'm ready to use them, it's already populated. Now, in this case, I've already got a research paper that's been written. So if I click on the Insert Citation button, I can see all of the sources that have already been added. But if I want to add a new one, I just click this Add New Source button. And then I work from the top down. Now, because I selected an MLA style, the sources that are available in this window are ones that fit with the MLA style rules for citations. If I want additional bibliography fields, I can just check this box that says Show All Bibliography Fields, and I have even more available to me. The ones that have the red asterisk, those are the ones that are required for MLA formatting. I'm going to uncheck this box and just leave my required fields. Now, I've already gone online and I found a source that I want to add to this research paper. It's this one, High-Tech Trends in Law Enforcement and Emergency Response. And I've already written down all the information that I need to add this source, so that way I don't have to go back and forth and drive you crazy. Okay, so working from this window, type of source. If you scroll through, there's a whole bunch of sources available. I'm using a website. My author is Jack M. Germain. If I had more than one author, I would put a semicolon and then type the next author, and then a semicolon and the next one, and so on. If I didn't have a specific author's name and I was using a corporate author, I would check off this box and type in the corporate name here. So an example of this would be, let's say I was writing a paper about COVID-19 and I got my information from the CDC website and they didn't list a specific person, then the author would be a corporate author and it would be Center for Disease Control. Okay, continuing with the site that I have, the name of my web page is Tech News World. Um, the year was 2022. The month needs to be typed out. We don't use numbers in this field, so I'm going to type September. And the day was the 13th. Year, month, and day accessed is when I went to that site and got this information. So I'm going to use today's date, 2023. It's January 18th, and my medium is a website. I'm all done, so I can hit OK. Now, if I click on Insert Citation, I can see this new source that I just entered. If I want to use that, let's say I've summarized, paraphrased, or quoted some information, that would require me to cite my source. So if I want to do an in-text citation, I would just put my cursor between the last character and the punctuation mark. So I'm going to pretend that I need to cite what I wrote in this sentence. So I'm going to click between the last character and the punctuation. I go to my Insert Citation button, find the one I want, and click it. That's my in-text citation. Now, because I'm using MLA formatting, your in-text citation needs to be tied to an item listed in your Works Cited page. So let's build the Works Cited page next, and I can show you what that means. So I'm going to scroll to the end of my document because we always put our Works Cited page at the end of the document. I'm going to hit Control Enter to put a page break in and give me a new page because we always put a Works Cited on its own page. We don't put it in with other text. And then to build it, from the Citations and Bibliography group, I just click the Bibliography drop arrow and select Works Cited. And there it is. In a second, I have a perfectly formatted Works Cited page. And I can see right here is the entry that I just added. Now, for MLA rules, everything I have listed here must be used as an in-text citation somewhere in my writing. Okay, if it's not, then I haven't followed the MLA formatting rules. Now, if I want to make sure that everything I used in my paper is noted in my Works Cited, I could go here to Manage Sources. Now, from the Source Manager, if you look at the list on the left, this is my master list. These are all of the sources that I've ever added in Word using the Insert Citation tool. Not just in this paper, but in any of my writing. On this side is my current list. So this is what I've used in my paper. Anything with a check mark is meeting my MLA formatting rules. Okay, notice this one isn't. Okay, so I've got this either listed as an in-text citation or listed in my Works Cited page. I don't have both. Okay, so I want to get rid of this. So to get rid of it, I just select it and hit delete. If there was a source that I wanted to edit, let's say I wanted to edit this Jack Germain, I could hit the edit button and it opens up the window that I worked from, and I could make whatever change I needed to. Let's say instead of September, it was October. Okay, this says this source exists in your mastered list and in your current document. Do you want to update both? Yes. And then I close my window. And now if I go to my Works Cited, Okay, there's my Jack Germain, and notice it still says September. So I need to update this. So if I just click here, this update citations and bibliography tag shows up. I can click on that, and anything that needed to be updated will update. So working with citations and building a Works Cited page in Microsoft Word is pretty easy. The trick is enter all your information first. Be careful when you enter it, because if you make any typos, it's going to be displayed in your Works Cited. And then you're good to go.